Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Everduck, aka Ducky, aka Ever. Whatever you want to refer to me as is fine, as long as your intentions are great. You ain't trying to hurt my feelings or nothing. We are Gucci, baby. All right, so today we are going to be looking at what should you continue doing for January of 2022, preferably. But time is non-existent. So, I mean, it could be January 2023 whenever you watch this. Or you're like, what should I do for January of the next year? So that's exactly what this is all about, baby. All right. So we got 5 groups for you. I used to be a teacher and online English teacher slash tutor. And I was like, well, I don't have all the cool little gadgets that people on YouTube make for like each pile, but I do got cards. So I got 5 cards here for us today. So pile 1, this is trapezoid. You got a little green crayon for pile number 2. Pile 3, this is a red crayon. Pile 4, pyramid. And pile 5, you got a diamond, baby. So take some time if you need and gather your thoughts real quick, and then we'll get ready for the video. So let's get ready for pile 1. All right. So pile 1, if you chose this trapezoid, this reading is for you, baby. All right. So what should you keep doing for January of 2022? Pile number 1, aka my trapezoids. All right, let's get ready. So today, for my spiritual journaling, I used this deck. For my videos, I'm trying to keep it to where whichever decks I use for my own spiritual journaling that day are the same decks I'm going to use for my videos. That way I can stay connected, So let's get ready for what you need to keep focusing on doing this month. Pile number 1, let's get ready. What should pile 1 continue focusing on, continue doing? Abundance. Ooh, so you got a solar plexus chakra. So this is telling me that you have been working on feeling more abundant lately, especially when it comes to your thoughts, because the solar plexus rules our intellect, our thinking, our thought patterns. So you've been trying to get out of the habit of thinking things out of a state of lack and more into a state of abundance. I am so abundant. I have this tea right here. I am so abundant. I have a candle next to me to keep me warm and to help me stay connected to my own inner fire. Stuff like that. Pile 1. You've been focusing on that, and this is what you're being asked to continue to do for the month of January 2022. All right, let's keep going. What can pile 1 continue focusing on and continue doing for this month? 10 of Cups in reverse. Let's keep going. The Knight of Cups in reverse. Ooh, all up in your feels lately. Pile 1. Let's keep going. The King of Acorns. That is beautiful. All right, so these cards are very tiny. I'm so sorry. This is the little mini fairy tarot deck. So, pile 1. With the 10 of Cups here, or the 10 of Hearts in this deck, with the Knight of Hearts in reverse. Both of them came out in reverse. I'm getting the sense that lately, pile 1, you've been really down emotionally, and you've been trying to handle them better. You've been trying to think more positively in order to help affect your mood in a different way, because lately it seems like your mood has been a little bit more down in the dumps than other moments. And so what you've been focusing in on is, thoughts are powerful. You know that thoughts are powerful, pile one. So you've been focusing lately on how can you use your thoughts to affect your feelings, affect your mood, affect your emotions. So this is what you're being asked to do for pile number one for this month, January 2022. So whenever you start feeling down, how can you use your thoughts, pile one, in order to kind of shift these more negative feelings or strong feelings that are uncomfortable and shift them to where you start feeling more like this King of Wands or King of Acorns energy? So keep working on this, pile one. Keep, whenever something gets you down, try and shift the mindset into something positive. Try and find some kind of positive spin on it. And there's that new term, toxic positivity. And I'm not asking you to be like so positive that it's toxic or so positive that you become naive to reality. That's not what I'm asking of you, Paul. One, that's not what I'm seeing either in the cards. Rather, while still being realistic, what are some important and positive tidbits, some silver linings that you can gain out of any situation? That way you don't feel so down in the dumps afterwards. If you make a mistake, okay, try and find the beauty in it. For me, oh no, if I go messing around with someone that I know I shouldn't have messed around with, how can I come back from this? How can I recover from this? That way I don't feel bad. Oh, I can be like, you know what? I do feel bad, but at least I know now for sure that whenever I go back to such and such person, I feel bad, and I'm going to make a mental note of this, and I'm not going to repeat the cycle because I am abundant. I don't need that. I don't need to be in the space or with people who make me feel less than and make me feel like I'm not good enough or like I'm lacking something. Start focusing this month, pile one, on how you can use your thoughts to help shape you into the royalty, the royal person that you want to be, the confidence you want to exude. Start using your thoughts this month to really start shifting your perspective and shifting the way you think. That way, in effect, in turn, it'll shift your emotions to where you will emotionally be strong and physically and mentally. And that's all I'm seeing for you, pile one. So that's what you should keep doing. Keep making mental notes of why you're abundant, why you're not lacking. That way it shifts your vibration to a higher frequency, and you start working on becoming and realizing your own self-worth, your own independence, your own strength. And you'll start slowly exuding that confidence that you admire in others. And that's what I'm seeing for you, pile two. Or pile one. I'm so sorry. Whoa. I'm ready for pile two. All right. So, pile one, that was your reading. And let's go on with pile number two. All right. Pile two. If you chose this green crayon, this reading is for you, baby boo. Okay? Green crayon. Let's go. Okay, let's shuffle these cards and get ready for your reading, pile two. What is it that you need to continue doing for the month of January? What do I see in your cards that can be some advice on what you can do for this month, what you can continue doing? Oh yeah. I love the way that this deck shuffles. It shuffles so good. This was actually my first Oracle deck I got. Fun fact. Drink some tea. All right. All right, pile 2, my green crayon folk. What can you continue doing or focus on doing this January 2022? Vanity. Whoa. Okay, so you got a throat chakra card. So I'm getting the sense either there's like a very pompous type of energy that I'm seeing because of vanity. You know, people that are very vain can be very pompous and very shallow. Um, I'm not getting like a shallow vibe, but more like a pompous energy. So let's keep going. I'm getting one of two things. Either like it could be a pompous energy or you're trying to speak into existence some things that you want to manifest in the 3D. All right, let's keep going. What are some things that pile 2 needs to continue doing for January 2022? The King of Acorns, the King of Wands. This came out in pile 1's reading as well. Wow. Interesting. The 5 of Swords. The 5 of Leaves. Okay. And the 8 of Acorns. The 8 of Wands. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. All right. So not very much vain or pompous vibes anymore, especially with the way that these cards came out. I'm getting the sense with the 8 of Wands here that came in reverse, because the 8 of Wands always talks about quick movement, moving quickly towards your goals, your ambitions. I'm getting the sense, pile 2, that you are wanting to, you know, that speaking things into existence is a great form of manifestation and a great form to help you start vibrating at the frequency of things that you're wanting to attract. So you're already starting to talk about these things that you're wanting to manifest, and it hasn't really happened yet with the 8 of Wands here in reverse. There's like been some delays, some things aren't moving as quickly possibly as you were hoping for, but you're still wanting to verbalize and vocalize these things out loud, like, oh, I have a new car, I have a new home, I am passing all of my tests, you know, things like this. You're speaking them into existence, as in the present tense, as if you already have them. That way you can already start vibrating. And although it hasn't happened yet, you are feeling very, very strong and very powerful, because you have noticed that some of the things that you have already wished for, or you have already kind of spoken into existence using the like present tense, you know, some of these things are already starting to arise. Some of these things are starting to happen for you already. So I'm getting the sense that there might be some slight sense of defeatedness this month for you, pile 2. You might feel a little defeated sometimes. You might feel a little bit worn down this month, that things that you're wanting to work towards or bring into existence or into this 3D aren't happening. Maybe there's things that are some delays going on, but what you're being asked to do for the month of January, pile 2, is if you give in to this defeated mindset, you're going to delay these ambitions that you've been wanting to speak into existence. You're going to delay them even further. So whenever you start feeling a little bit defeated, you're starting to really get bogged down, that things aren't going for you as well as you would hope for, try and shifting things into speaking out loud. What are the things that you've already accomplished? What are the things that you've already done that you said you would do, and they're already here? No matter how long it took you, whether you graduated and it took you longer than normal, whether you finally asked someone out and it happened and now y'all are together, or you at least got an answer. Um, really focus on these things this month. Whenever you start feeling a little bit bogged down, that there are still some delays going on in your plans and what you were hoping to accomplish. Really communicate out loud and verbalize to yourself, what are the things that you've already done successfully, and continue talking about the things that you will have and you will have done down the line as well. And that's all I'm seeing for you, pile two. So keep on working towards your goals. It's okay if there's delays today or this month. Just don't feel defeated about them. Keep doing your thing. Keep vocalizing. Keep being strong. Keep having great words of affirmation. You're gonna be fine. And that's what I'm seeing for you, pile two. All right. Let's get ready for pile three. All right, pile three. If you chose this red crayon card, this reading's for you. All right, what can you continue focusing on this January 2022? Some advice from my pile three. My red crayon peeps. All right, so let me shuffle these oracle cards and then we'll get ready for your reading, pile three. All right. What can you continue focusing on for the month of January 2022, pile three? Prayer. Ooh, beautiful. So solar plexus, the yellow chakra, it's all about our thoughts. Really focus, really use the power of thoughts, positive affirmations, and prayer. If you believe in prayer, prayer is a very powerful tool for manifesting and for helping you just feel better. So let's keep going on with your reading by drawing some tarot cards, pile three. You got the Three of Cups in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. Ooh, no, pile three. What is going on? And the Nine of Cups. No, pile three. I'm getting some big, like, breakup vibes. It seems like you've recently gone through a breakup, or you've still been broken. You're still heartbroken over a breakup that has happened. And there's still a lot of indecision about whether you should move on. Should you try and like reconcile? Because you're still very much not pleased with whatever situation happened that caused this immense heartbreak between you and another party. The Three of Cups also can represent, love triangle. So it could be like someone chose someone else instead of you, or maybe you chose someone else and you feel like maybe you made the wrong decision. There's something that happened here where it caused some separation, and it could be a third party that caused the separation. And now you're just very not happy about it, displeased. And what you're being asked to do, pile three, is really use the form of prayer or the form of, thoughts of releasing any negative thoughts or any negative emotions and release them out. That way you can start freeing up your space and decluttering your mind from a place that's extremely busy, a mind that's extremely crowded and overpopulated with thoughts, to one that's a little bit more pleasant and refreshing. Because right now it seems like your thoughts are constantly cluttered in regards to a previous lover or someone who recently just broke your heart. It could also be maybe someone that you recently that lost. Can I speak? Someone you recently lost. Pile three. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be someone whom you're heartbroken about. That could be like a friend, a family member, someone whom you've lost, or you're not friends or romantically with them anymore. There's something going on here, and you're being asked to release all of these emotions and put them into thoughts or prayer form and ask them to be cleansed, renewed, so you can breathe again and be able to be a little bit happier in regards to not always feeling so emotionally congested. There's a lot of emotional congestion here, a lot of emotional blockages. Um, and it's because it's like your mind and your heart are telling you two different things, because you got the lovers here, which is ruled by Gemini, and you got the prayer card here, which is, a solar plexus card, all about our thoughts. And Geminis are master communicators. So it's like, I think you constantly go back and forth between like, should I like communicate with this person? Should I not? Or should I move on without reconciling with this person? There's just a lot of confusion going on, and just ask for your thoughts to be cleansed and for you to gain some kind of mental clarity. I'm even getting the sense of putting some lemons, because I'm seeing the lemons here. Maybe adding some like citrus juice, some form of citrus to a drink, in the form of like tea or a lemonade, something, and really use that time to kind of relax, unwind, and declutter your thoughts, and ask for either in prayer form, or ask a deity you believe in or you don't believe in. It doesn't matter. Just try cleansing your thoughts and allowing your thoughts to go from a not so happy standpoint, almost toxic standpoint, to a cleansing standpoint. And that's what I'm seeing for you, pile three. It's time to just make a choice and go with it. There's no need to be indecisive anymore, especially for the month of January, even if it's not the best decision that you make. At least you made one, and you'll be able to figure out, okay, what did I do wrong this time? All right, how can I move forward? But keep moving forward. Now's not the time anymore to continue wasting or spending a lot of time considering, oh, should my heart do this or should I go with my brain? Just make a decision and go with it. And if it's not the best decision for you, you can always change it. You can always redirect your course, but you're not going to get anywhere if you don't make any initial steps. So at least make that initial step and then start heading towards a cleaner, freer mind and space. And that's what I'm seeing for you, pile three. All right. Thank you so much for letting me read your cards, pile three. Let's go on with pile four. If you chose this pyramid, this reading is going to be for you, pile four, on what can you continue doing for January 2022, or what can you start doing? All right. So, while I'm shuffling, I would like to say, I don't know, I don't like to consider myself like a psychic or anything. Although I have read people's cards and things do, happen that like I see in the cards. But for me, I just interpret the cards, and I hope that I can interpret them in the best way possible to help people out. And that's it. So Pile 4. Let's see what is something or what are some things that you can focus on or continue doing for January 2022. Complacency. Oh, you got a root chakra card. So there's some kind of grounding that might need to happen, which is a great month for grounding. January, the first month, got the first chakra of them all, the root chakra. I'm getting some grounding. There's some groundedness that you're hoping to do or that you've been wanting to do, but we'll see. Let's see what the tarot cards come out. You got the 8 of Swords, the 8 of Leaves. All right, let's keep going for pile 4. You got the 9 of Wands in reverse, the 9 of Acorns in reverse. And let's get one more card for you, pile 4. The Ace of Leaves in reverse. Yeah, there's some stagnancy, pile 4. You're complacent, baby. You need to get out of that. You cannot keep being complacent anymore. This is what you're being asked to do. There's some limitations you're placing upon yourself with this 8 of Swords or the 8 of Leaves here, which is all about being restricted, and you're causing the restrictions on yourself. These are self-imposed restrictions. And I think it's because whenever the going gets tough for you, it's hard for you to continue pushing through. You haven't built enough tenacity to continue going through. When the going gets tough, it's like you kind of give in. You give in to the difficulties or to the pressure, and you kind of stop moving. Any kind of force that you used to have, any kind of ambition that you had, kind of goes away as soon as like you realize that things might be a little bit difficult or different than what you were hoping for, and then you become complacent because you kind of like restrict yourself by being like, oh no, I can't do that, or like, oh no, like that's a little bit too hard for me, or I don't think I can do that. And then you become complacent, and then you kind of like are sitting there like wondering like, why aren't things changing? And it's because when the going gets tough, you don't finish projects, you don't finish things, you don't complete things, and you become complacent. Or you don't forcefully go after what it is that you want to go after. Whenever something like comes up and kind of messes things up, or like a little fluke happens, you kind of lose your motivation. And then you kind of just like sit there and let experiences pass you by that you could have definitely probably been a part of or experienced, but because you didn't you didn't go after what you wanted, you kind of you lose your force, you lose your momentum, and then you just stay restricted. So what you're being asked to do, pile 4, is really come up with a plan this month of finishing any kind of task. Being rooted, being grounded to, even if it's just like one task, like I'm going to read one book this month. Even if like the book starts getting boring and you start losing motivation, you need to build up that tenacity and being like, all right, I need to like keep going forward. I need to keep going for this. Like I came up with the goal, I came up with a plan, and I need to stick to it. Because or else I'm going to stay complacent. And that's what I'm seeing for you, pile 4. Come up with some, if there's like goals that you have unmet, or some goals that you're wanting to achieve, create some attainable goals that are realistic and they're like time specific. So like, okay, for the month of January, I want to finish one track, or I want to finish one painting. Regardless what it is, even if I'm not completely satisfied with it, I'm going to do it. Or even if like while I'm working on whatever it is I'm doing, if the going gets tough, I'm going to continue going for what I want, because that's going to help me not be complacent anymore. And it's going to help help you have this drive again that you've been missing. You've been missing this drive. I'm noticing all these leaves. You got leaves on this card. You got leaves here. You got leaves here. There's a lot of it's a lot of it is with your thought process. I think it's like whenever the going gets tough, you immediately think like, oh, I can't do this, or like, oh, like this sounds dumb, or oh, this looks dumb. You start thinking things that limit you, and then you don't finish something. So just start focusing on finishing, even if it's just one thing for this month. Pile 4. Come up with a plan of doing something this month, some kind of project or some kind of goal, and make sure you achieve it, regardless if it's something that you're proud of or not. No matter how difficult it can get, as long as it's, something that isn't expending your resources or your money or anything like that. No matter how like difficult it starts getting, don't get all wrapped up in your head thinking you can't do it. Start thinking, you know what, like I promised myself I'm going to do this for this month and I'm going to stick to it. And that's what I'm seeing for you, pile 4. So let's go on with the last pile 5. What can pile 5 focus on for the month of January? All right, pile 5. If you chose this diamond, this reading's for you, baby boo. On what can you do for the month of January, pile 5? What can you do, or what can you continue doing, start doing for the month of January? All right, let me shuffle some of these oracle cards and then we'll get ready. All right. Pile 5. What can pile 5 focus on doing or continue focusing on doing this month? Renewal. That's beautiful. So I'm getting the sense, continue focusing on refilling your cup this month, pile 5. It seems like maybe you're like a healer of some sort, or you're learning how to heal. You're learning that you're very empathetic and you have high amounts of empathy, high levels of empathy. But maybe in the past you've been feeling a little bit drained. So this month with this card, really focus on renewing yourself. If you can, spending some time outside, really embracing the nature that's all around you, really getting grounded again with how beautiful life can be and how beautifully healing natural resources can be towards us, towards refilling our cup. All right, let's draw some tarot cards for you, pile 5. I also chose this pile. So yay! All right. Yeah, you got the 10 of Cups in reverse. There's a lot of like emotional draining that's been going on recently. And it can't be a bad thing. It could just mean that you're so busy that now you're just emotionally exhausted. But there's some emotional exhaustion going on here. And with the 4 of Pentacles here in reverse, it's because you've been a little bit too open, too caring for everyone else, and you kind of left yourself on the back burner. So let's get you one more tarot card. You got the Page of Wands. Yeah. You've kind of left yourself on the back burner. Maybe for the past few days, the past few weeks. And because you've been caring for other people. You've been very open about, wanting to care for other people, take care of other people. Maybe you've been going through some difficulties that have, uh, in result or in effect, caused you to have to take care of others. Um, and now it's left you feeling a little bit emotionally empty. And you're being asked for the month of January, pile 5, to renew yourself. Take this time to really nurture yourself, pamper yourself, because you got the page of wands here. The page of wands in reverse is a very stagnant, lethargic, almost lazy energy. So I'm getting the sense maybe you're just so emotionally drained lately, pile 5, that it's hard for you to really do anything right now, to find the motivation to do anything. Um, and in order to refill or to regain that motivation, really take some time to maybe step outside and refill your cup, or do things that really ground you, things that you love doing that are always fun for you and always help you feel good. Implement a lot of those things this month. Pile 5. That way you can start feeling good about yourself, feeling grounded again, feeling like you're not all over the place and being stretched too thinly. And you'll be able to start helping out others again. Because I'm getting the sense you love to help other people out. You like to be there for other people. But sometimes, whenever you like to help other people out, you run the risk of keeping yourself in the back burner and then feeling drained and feeling unmotivated, feeling a little bit lazy. So, really take the time this month to focus on yourself again. I mean, it's the first month of the year anyway. And you got the root chakra card, so it's all about grounding yourself, filling your spiritual, emotional cup back up, and getting yourself ready. That way, you can be grounded again. You can be hopeful again. You can be restored, and you can continue helping other people out. Um, and that's all I'm seeing for you, pile 5. Pile 5s are like my huge empaths, I see. Very empathetic, love helping people out, or you just take on a lot. You take on a lot of people's feelings and emotions, and other people's feelings and emotions can really impact you if you're not careful. So, really take the time this month to reground yourself, focus on what you want to do again, and just chill, baby, chill. So that's all I'm seeing. Thanks so much for letting me read your cards, everyone. Um, Please drop a comment if you have any suggestions on what types of videos I can do next, what types of readings. And other than that, thanks so much for being here. I'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.